Man City secured a 2-0 victory over Nottingham Forest, extending their unbeaten record in the Premier League to 6 wins out of 6 matches. Phil Foden and Erling Haaland scored first-half goals, with Foden's being from a 46-pass move. Despite a red card for Rodrigo after the restart, City displayed great resilience and character in holding Forest at bay in a heated match. The win extended City's lead at the top of the table to 5 points and marked their 300th Premier League home win. Crystal Palace and Fulham played to a 0-0 draw in a Premier League match, with Palace goalkeeper Sam Johnstone delivering a standout performance in goal for the hosts. Hodgson returned as Pal's manager after missing the last game due to health reasons. Fulham dominated the first half, but Johnstone kept the score level with 3 saves. The second half was more balanced, with Johnstone making a crucial save from Willian late in the game. Both teams are on 8 points in the Premier League table. After struggling in the opening weeks of their Premier League debut season, Luton Town's manager Rob Edwards is pleased with the 1-1 draw against Wolves, which marks their first Premier League point in nearly 3 decades. Luton earns their first point of the season against 10-man Wolves thanks to Carlton Morris's penalty. Despite Wolves taking the lead, Luton put up an impressive fight and showed improvement from their opening game. The match saw Luton dominating at times, with Wolves suffering after Jean-Rickner-Bellegarde was sent off. The game ended with both sides creating chances but failing to convert them. Dominic Calvert-Lewin scored in a much-needed 3-1 win for Everton against Brentford. The victory, which lifted them out of the relegation zone, ended the club's winless start to the Premier League season. Anthony Doucouré and Matthias Jensen traded goals before James Tarkowski headed Everton back in front and Calvert-Lewin finished off the win. Brentford suffered a disappointing performance, losing their second successive match and falling to 13th in the table. Everton boss Sean Dyche called it a stepping stone, and said they had to change the story of the club's recent struggles. Manchester United ended their recent losing streak by beating Burnley 1-0 at Turf Moor, with Johnny Evans making his first start for Manchester United in more than 8 years, providing the assist for Bruno Fernandes' impressive volleyed winning goal. Despite earlier struggles in the game, United secured a much-needed victory on the road after conceding 3 or more goals in their previous 3 matches. Burnley failed to recover from the setback and is still waiting for their first win since promotion, while United moved up to 8th in the Premier League. Chelsea's bad season continued with a 1-0 home defeat to Aston Villa. This was their 3rd loss of the season. Chelsea was booed off after losing to Aston Villa and going 3 games without scoring, despite numerous chances. Malo Gusto was sent off after an hour, and shortly afterwards Villa took the lead through Watkins. Chelsea were unable to find an equalizer and fans were heard booing the team at the end of the match. This leaves Chelsea in 14th place in the table. Tottenham earned a hard-fought 2-2 draw against Arsenal in a thrilling North London derby, coming from behind twice. Arsenal took the lead through a Spurs' own goal before Son Heung-min equalized just before halftime. Arsenal restored their lead from the penalty spot but were immediately pegged back by another Son goal. The match ended in a draw, with Arsenal left frustrated by missing key chances and losing Declan Rice to injury at halftime. Tottenham continued to show promise under new manager Ange Postecoglou, with Son and James Maddison combining well for both goals. Liverpool continued their unbeaten run with a 3-1 victory over West Ham, thanks to goals from Mohamed Salah, Darwin Núñez and Diogo Jota. West Ham played well but were unable to equalize, and Liverpool missed chances before Núñez's goal put them ahead. The win extends Liverpool's unbeaten run to 18 games in all competitions, and they sit in 2nd place in the Premier League table. Brighton manager Roberto De Zerbi admitted that his team's performance in their 3-1 win over Bournemouth was the worst in his time with the club. Despite falling behind to a Dominic Solanke goal, Brighton fought back through an own goal and 2 goals from substitute Kaoru Mitoma. De Zerbi, who celebrated his first anniversary at the club the week before, stated that playing 3 games in a week was difficult. Brighton's victory moved them up to 3rd place in the league table. As Bournemouth, still looking for their first win, sits in 17th position in the table. Sheffield United suffered a humbling 8-0 defeat to Newcastle on Sunday, their worst ever defeat in history. The team had been competitive in all their previous matches despite losing, but they were outplayed by Newcastle, who showed a higher level of energy and effort on the pitch. Blades boss Paul Heckingbottom admitted that his team was undone by poor organization and a lack of discipline. Despite Sheffield United's record loss, there are no immediate plans to sack Heckingbottom. The team will need to show more fight and determination if they are to avoid relegation.
Subscribe the channel. Thanks.